They say every monster has an origin story. Mine started with the wrong briefcase. Let me take you back 15 years. Quick pause. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from. If this story has you hooked, hit like and subscribe, because what's coming next is even more intense. I was nobody, 23 years old, working as a courier in downtown Chicago, delivering packages for minimum wage. My job was simple. Pick up a briefcase at location A, deliver to location B, collect a signature, move on. I was invisible. Just another face in the crowd with a messenger bag and tired eyes. October 14th. That was the day. Pouring rain, running late, 2 pickups from the same office building, 10th floor and 14th floor. Both briefcases. Both black leather. Both for different clients. And I delivered the wrong briefcase to the wrong person. Halfway across town, my phone rang. A number I didn't recognize. "You made a mistake," the voice said. Calm. Too calm. "I'm sorry, who is?" "You delivered my property to the Castellano family. And you delivered their property to me." Everyone in Chicago knew that name. The Castellanos ran everything south of Roosevelt. The kind of family that showed up in the news whenever someone important turned up dead and nobody saw anything. "I can fix this." Too late. They've already opened it. And now they know what I know. He hung up. I stood there in the rain, still holding the other briefcase, and I knew my life was over. But I was stupid and desperate, so I opened it. $300,000 in cash and a ledger. Names, dates, payments. Cops, judges, city officials, all on someone's payroll. All documented. I'd accidentally exposed one crime family's secrets to their biggest rival. I'd started a war. And I was the only person who'd seen both briefcases. For 3 days, I hid in a motel, waiting to die. My apartment got trashed. I jumped at every sound. On the 4th day, someone knocked. A man in an expensive suit. "Alone. If I wanted you dead, you'd already be dead," he called through the door. "I'm here to offer you a job." His name was Vincent Castellano Jr. He sat in my cheap motel room like it was a 5-star restaurant. "You exposed a traitor in my father's organization," he said. "Someone selling information to the Moretti family. We didn't know until you delivered us proof. That traitor is gone. You also exposed our enemy's leverage over half the city. The Morettis think you're working for us. My father thinks you're an asset. So here's your choice. Run, and they'll find you within a week. Or work for us, and you'll have our protection." I had $800 and a target on my back from 2 crime families. I said yes. The first year was courier work for the family. But being invisible meant I saw everything. I heard conversations, learned who was loyal, who was skimming, who was planning moves. And I remembered everything. After 6 months, Vincent started asking my opinion. He actually listened. "You see patterns," he told me. "You understand people." He moved me up. Small operations at first, legitimate businesses that weren't so legitimate. I learned the money side. How to hide income, move cash, make illegal money look legal. I was good at it. Too good. By year 3, I was managing significant operations. The family's leadership started inviting me to strategy meetings. The kid who'd screwed up a delivery was now sitting at tables with made men. Then came my first real test. A captain named Tony Greco was planning an unauthorized action against a rival family that would have started a war and brought federal attention. I found out because people still talked around me like I was invisible. I told Vincent. Vincent told his father. Tony Greco disappeared. That's when I realized I wasn't a pawn anymore. I could take other pieces off the board. The years blurred. More responsibility, more power, more money than I'd ever imagined. I bought my mother a house, told her I was in investment consulting, got my sister through college, wore suits that cost more than my old car. But every step up meant harder choices. A restaurant owner who couldn't pay. A politician who tried to renegotiate. Each time, I had to decide how to handle it. And each time, the decisions came easier. The lines got blurrier. Year 7, Vincent's father died, actually natural causes. Vincent took over and made me his underboss. Second in command of one of Chicago's most powerful families. Me, the courier who'd mixed up briefcases. People who'd known me from before couldn't believe it. People who met me now couldn't imagine I'd ever been anything else. The scared kid eating ramen was gone. In his place was someone harder, colder. That's the thing about power. It doesn't corrupt you all at once. It's gradual. Each compromise makes the next one easier. Each line you cross makes the next line seem less significant. 3 years ago, during a meeting about someone who'd stolen from us, I calmly suggested a solution that would eliminate the problem and send a message. Everyone agreed immediately and moved on to the next topic. I'd just ordered someone's, and with the same tone most people use to order lunch. And I felt nothing. That's when I knew. I wasn't pretending anymore. I was the monster. Last year, Vincent got arrested. Federal racketeering charges. His lawyers are fighting it. But meanwhile, someone has to run things. The families voted. Unanimously. Now I'm sitting here, running an organization I stumbled into by accident, making decisions that affect hundreds of lives, controlling operations across 3 states. The wrong briefcase made me valuable. But everything after? Every choice to stay, to climb higher, to not walk away when I could, that was me. Sometimes I think about that kid in the rain, terrified, clutching a briefcase he shouldn't have opened. Would he be proud of what I became? Or horrified? Probably both. People ask me how I got here. I tell them, I made one mistake that should have killed me, and instead of running, I learned to be useful. Learned to see opportunities in chaos. Learned that survival means adaptation. But what I don't tell them is the cost. Every compromise, every crossed line, every choice that kept me alive and moving up, it takes something. Your conscience, your soul, your humanity. You become what you survive. I look in the mirror now and see someone powerful, feared, respected, expensive suits and confidence and control. But late at night, I see that scared courier in the rain, about to make the choice that changed everything. If I could go back, knowing what came after, would I deliver those briefcases to the right people? Would I stay invisible? Would I stay nobody? I'd like to think I would. But honestly, I don't know anymore. Because that one mistake didn't create a monster. It revealed one that was always there. The ambition was always there. The hunger. The willingness to do whatever it takes. The briefcase didn't change who I was. It revealed who I'd always been. A nobody who refused to stay invisible. A survivor who learned the game faster than anyone expected. Someone who, when given the choice between death and power, between running and rising, between staying small and becoming something dangerous, chose this. Every single time. And that's what makes me the monster. Not the mistake. The choice. I chose this path. I chose to stay. I chose to climb. I chose to become exactly what I once feared. The rain-soaked courier died in that motel room 15 years ago. What emerged was something else entirely. Something that saw opportunity where others saw disaster. Something that understood that in this world, you're either the pawn or the player. And I refuse to be anyone's pawn ever again. That's my origin story. One wrong briefcase. One impossible choice. And 15 years of smaller choices that led me here. They say every monster has an origin story. Mine just happens to start with a delivery gone wrong. And end with me running the entire operation. From pawn to power. All because I picked up the wrong briefcase on a rainy October morning. And chose to survive. Like and subscribe for more.